Namaste. Good evening to all my dear students and to all my dear friends. Today we are going to start lecture on science for standard 6th, chapter number 2. That's components of food. So before beginning today's lecture, let me thanks to all the parents who are taking keen interest, જે વાલીઓ પોતાના બાળકના અભ્યાસ માટે કાળજીપૂર્વક ધ્યાન રાખે છે અત્યારે. And whenever we used to say you are ready for the live lecture, and also I thanks to all my dear students, those who are having deep interest in the studies in spite of this coronavirus. Because of lockdown we are not able to meet, but if we say it's a God gift, right, that we are lucky to meet online. So dear students, one thing I want to mention you, that live chat is for you. In the live chat surely you can ask me the doubt whenever you are having the doubt, but always keep one thing in mind: unnecessarily nobody will use the live chat. Dear students, whatever you are having the doubt, you are free to ask in the live chat. We'll try my level best to explain you. And always keep one thing in mind, dear students: please share the knowledge. And also I want to make this concept clear that this live lecture is totally free, no fees for that. Please make out a misunderstanding if you are having. It's totally free. And so I make appeal to all the dear students that you please inform to your friends also, so that we can share the knowledge to each other. Okay, let's start today our today's lecture. Today's lecture, that's of science for standard 6th, chapter number 2, components of food. I think we have studied in the first chapter about the food, from where do the food comes, right? That all the things we have clear in the first chapter. From where does it come from, where does the food come from. So now we are going to classify, right, more. Food ma hoy શું, what is there in this food, why we are eating food, why do we eat food, why all the people used to say you eat this sabji, you have to eat this vegetable, you don't eat one particular type of vegetable, you should eat all the pulses. Why all insist, why all our parents, our teachers, right, they used to insist us, they say us that please you eat all the different kinds of food. Why? That we are going to study today. Why do we eat all different kinds of food, and which are the different components of food. Yes, my dear students, I am very happy that many of you are there present. Live chat, welcome in the live lecture. So let's now see, now observe the image on your screen and just you give me the answer. Okay, dear students, observe the image. There are two images on your screen. Observe the images and answer. I want the answer from your part. Observe the image and answer. Yes, dear students, please try your level best. Yes, dear students, try. Yes, dear students, fast, please. Observe the image and answer me fast. I want the answer from your part. observe the images. There are two images on the screen and answer it. What do it say? Yeah, very good. I got one answer. Food gives us strength. Then food is necessary for the growth of our body. Very good. Correct answer. Exactly. Yeah. Food is necessary for the growth of our body. Food gives us strength. Yeah. So dear students, you are having a good imagination power. Right? Always have a science is a subject where you should observe the things, image. You should have a good imagination power. Then only you can study the science in a very good way. That's good, dear students. So you are having the knowledge. The food is very necessary for our growth, and also it gives us strength to fight against the diseases. Right? Let's see now. Then what this? Food help us to grow. Very good. So food. What is food then? The next image on your screen, we'll see. Yeah, very good. You are giving the right answers. I am getting that's good. Yeah, right answer. Very good, dear students. Yeah. Food. What is food now then? Let's see. The edible substance which we eat to obtain energy for growth and development of the body and to fight against the occurrence of diseases are called food. What is the food? The edible substance which we eat to obtain energy for the growth and development, which you have seen the picture of the body, and to fight against the occurrences of the diseases are called food. They are known as food, right? The edible food which we can eat, which gives us energy and which help us to develop, which help us to grow and develop in our body, and which help us to fight against the diseases, that we call as a food. So yeah, food gives us energy in that way. That is a food, a simple language, simple definition of food. Now let's see the next topic. We know that our meal usually have at least one item made up of some kind of grains, right? Whenever we are eating, there will be surely one item made up of grains, one item made up of dal, vegetables, dish of meat, or no, okay, somebody, so those are non-veg, they may be having the dish of meat, curd, buttermilk and pickle, etc. So our meal usually have at least one item made up of grains, dal, vegetable, dish of meat, curd, butter, milk and pickles. So we find all these different things in our dish, and this makes a food, our dish. So in our meal we are having items made of cereals, from either the items made of pulses, or it may be from vegetables, right? It may be a buttermilk, and it may be sometimes curd, or it may be a pickle, etc. So these are the different items which we get from the plants also, as well as from the animal, right? So we get the food from plant sources as well as from the animal sources, right? Let's see the next now. What do different food item contains? What do different food items contain? What do different food item contains? We know the different food items contain different dishes. First of all, right, dishes will be there. In the dish will be there. Suppose if you are having a one dish today, your mama, okay, you take the example. What did you eat during the lunch time? A dish will be there, sabji will be there, roti will be there. Then you might have eaten some pickles, right, will be there. Yeah, mango juice may be there. So there are different dishes. In a dish, there are different varieties are there. It is made of different ingredients, right, different parts, different vastu માંથી બનેલું હોય છે. These different ingredients may be either from the plants, or it may be the animals, or it contains some some components which are needed by our body. So we know that dishes are made up of different ingredients. Either it may be of plant product, or it may be the animal products, or it contains some components which are needed by our body, which are needed by our body. Is that clear, dear students? So now we will move towards the next topic about nutrients. So we know that dishes are there, dish is made of different ingredients. Ingredients means different જે આપણે કહીએ વસ્તુઓથી બનાવેલું હોય છે. That different items may be either plant product or it may be the animal product or contain some components which are needed by our body. Let's see now the next topic on your screen. Next one about the nutrients. Yeah, food provides us energy. We know that food provides us energy to do work, grow and remain healthy. Food provides us energy to do work, grow and remain healthy. Each food item is usually made up of one or more ingredients which we get from plants or animals. These ingredients contain some components called nutrients. So what are the meaning of nutrients? What is the meaning of nutrients? Food gives us energy to do work, grow and remain healthy. Each food item is usually made up of one or more ingredients which we get from plant or animal. These ingredients contains some components is called nutrients. Is that clear, dear students? So it might be clear with this nutrients. Now organism need food, or means we can say organism need food or the nutrients. Why do we need then these nutrients? Yeah, we need these nutrients to obtain energy, right? To obtain energy that you can get from the definition only. Obtain materials for growth, obtain material for repair or damage body part, or it may carry out our life process, right? It may carry out our life process. So we require these nutrients. Obtain energy to maintain for the growth and the development, obtain material for the repair of damaged body part, or it may carry out our life process. So which are the different nutrients? Now in this chapter basically we are going to study about the major nutrients of food. Which are the different nutrients of food? Yeah, different nutrients of foods are there. First of all, image on your screen, from that we will get the idea which are the major nutrients of food. First, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, water, roughage and vitamins. So these are the different major nutrients of the food: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, water, roughage, vitamins. One by one we will study each. The first one, if I say, that was the carbohydrates. Let's see what's the meaning of these carbohydrates. From where do we get these carbohydrates? Why they are necessary? What do they do in our body? First of all, about the carbohydrates. By seeing the picture, you can you can see on the screen, you will get the idea. Yeah, you can see and get the idea. Carbohydrates mainly provides energy to our body. They provide energy to our body. Some sources of carbohydrates are mango. Yeah, we get carbohydrate from mango, maize, wheat, melon, papaya, potato, bajra, sugarcane, rice, etc. The main carbohydrates are found in the form of starch and the sugar. So this is the short idea of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide us energy. Keep that thing in mind. Carbohydrates provides us energy. We get carbohydrates from mango, maize, wheat, melon, papaya, potato, bajra, sugarcane, rice. The main carbohydrates are found in the form of starch and sugar. The carbohydrates in our food are obtained mainly from the plant sources. Keep this thing in mind. Carbohydrates in our food are obtained mainly from plant sources. Okay, they are obtained from the plant sources. Now you have found a word starch. The main carbohydrates are found in the form of starch and sugar, right? What's this starch? Let's enjoy a video, my dear students. A video for you. We will test for starch. how can we get the idea whether starch is present in this particular food item or not?
To test the presence of starch in the given food sample. Materials required: test tube, starch solution, that is, water extract from boiled rice, iodine solution, dropper, test tube holder. Procedure: take a few milliliter of starch solution in a test tube with the help of a dropper. Now, add a few drops of iodine solution to it. Observe the change in color of the mixture. Observation: the color of the mixture changes to blue-black. Inference: the color of given sample shows the presence of starch.
Yeah, dear students, you might have got the idea from this experiment that how can we know whether the starch is present or not. Yeah, if when you add a few drops of iodine solution on it, then if the color changes blue black color, it is a blue black color, it means that starch is present. Is that clear, dear students? So how can we know whether the starch is present? Just take solution of iodine and put it on the food item. If the color changes to blue black, it means the starch is present. We will see now the next component, that is the proteins. Proteins are needed for the growth and the repair of our body. Yeah, proteins are very must for our body, for the growth and the repair of our body. Food containing proteins are often called body building food. Keep one thing in mind, this can be asked in the blanks. Food containing proteins. The food containing proteins are often called body building food. Is that clear, dear students? So these are about the growth and the repair of the body. Food containing proteins are often called body. Now, yeah, we'll enjoy with the next one. How to test for the proteins. How to test for proteins. Test for protein.
Test for proteins in food. Click on the plates to find out which test for the presence of proteins in food item. Let us carry out an experiment which confirms the presence of protein. Oops! Potato contains carbohydrates. Let's take kidney beans. Grind the beans and add its powder in a test tube. Now add water to it. Well, now put a few drops of caustic soda followed by few drops of copper sulfate solution to the mixture. Shake the contents of the test tube and observe the change. You will find that the color of the solution changed to pink. This confirms the presence of proteins in kidney beans. Oops! Groundnut contains fats, hence cannot be used for the test.
Yes, dear students, okay, test for protein. If the color changes to pink or violet also, right, color changes to pink or violet, then we can say that particular food item contains a protein. So in this, what was required? Copper sulfate and caustic soda. Copper sulfate and caustic soda. Is it clear, dear students? Now we shall move towards the next topic. That's about the fats. What is this fats? F-A-T-S, fats. Fats also gives us energy, right? Okay, carbohydrates also they were giving energy. In the same way, these fats also gives us energy. In fact, it gives more energy. Okay, it gives more energy as compared to the same amount of carbohydrates. It means it gives double energy than carbohydrates. So carbohydrates also give energy, but more energy we get from fats. Fats is also a energy giving food. They can be obtained from plants as well as animals. Yeah, we get fat from plants as well as from the animal products. Source of fats are milk, ghee, butter, meat, egg, til, groundnut oil and oil. Groundnut or oil, different oils are there, right? So fat, they are also a source of energy. They gives energy, but they give more energy than as compared to carbohydrates. We get fat from animal products as well as from the animal products. Different sources of fats are there: milk, ghee, butter, meat, egg, til, groundnut and different oils. Is it clear, dear students? Now let's enjoy another video for we can see the test for fats. How can we get the idea whether the particular food item is containing fats or not? Okay, let's see. Enjoy the video.
Test for fats. Take a white paper and rub a piece of butter over it. Now bring it in front of a lighted candle. What do you observe? You see the light faintly through the paper. This is because the paper has an oily patch. The food item, that is the butter, contains fats.
It's very easy. Oily patches, right? Well, telno dhabu padi gyu, right? We say oil patches are there on the paper. It means that the fat is there in the food sample. Is it clear? Let's see the important topic for us now. That's the vitamins. Yeah, vitamin, right? Sometimes doctor or mama used to say, "Atarama vitamin nathi," right? This vitamin is not there. So what are these vitamins? Yeah, why are they necessary for our body? Vitamins. They don't provide energy. Yeah, they don't provide energy. Okay, keep one thing in mind. They don't provide energy, but they protect our body against disease. They protect our body against disease. They keep our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. They keep our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. From where do we get vitamins? Sources: fruits, vegetables, milk, different cereals. Is it clear? So vitamins don't provide energy, but they help us to protect against the diseases. They always keep our eyes, bones, teeth, gums healthy. We get vitamins from fruits, vegetable, milk and cereals. There are different types of vitamins. Vitamins have been divided into two different parts. One is a water soluble, other is fat soluble. In water soluble, it contains vitamin B as well as vitamin C. Okay, vitamin B and vitamin C. Fat soluble, they are vitamin A, D, E, K. So there are two types of vitamins: water soluble and fat soluble. In water soluble, B and C. In fat, A, D, E, K. So let's see the first one about the vitamin A. That is a rich food. Vitamin A, which are the food, right? Vitamin A rich food. These are the example from where we get vitamin A. So it is necessary for good eyesight, healthy skin and the hair. Sources: from where do we get this vitamin A? Milk, butter, carrot, fish liver oil, eggs, green vegetable, mango, papaya, etc. So vitamin A is very good, necessary for eyesight and healthy skin and for the health. We get vitamin A from the different sources which have been there, different examples. Now let's see about C, vitamin C. Yeah, vitamin C. By seeing the picture you may be getting the idea from where do we get vitamin C. Keeps the teeth, gums and joints healthy. That keeps our teeth, gums and joint healthy. Vitamin C, it helps to fight against many diseases. Yeah, vitamin C, it helps to fight against many diseases. In the present disease which we the present disease or virus, right, which we are fighting, that is a coronavirus. You might be listening from the doctor also, right? They are saying that nowadays always you should have more, you should take more the vitamin C, right? Vitamin C we get from the citrus fruit. It means the khata fruits hoy na emadhi that help us to fight against the corona. Vitamin C is very useful, right? You should have that vitamin C nowadays to fight against this corona. I will fight against the diseases, and the sources from the citrus fruits, the khata fruits hoye, amla, tomato, guava, and green vegetables. So that was of vitamin C. Let's see about the next one, that is vitamin D. From where do we get vitamin D? Yes, by seeing the picture, easily you can get the idea from where do we get vitamin D. Here see different pictures, you can see fish, milk, butter, cereals, whole grains, and the cheese. And one is the sunlight. Vitamin D is totally free of cost, okay, from sunlight. But morning, okay, not in the afternoon. Keep that in mind. Morning sunlight is very good, useful to us for the vitamin D. Sawarno tadko, boporno tadko nahi levano. It helps the body to use calcium for the formation of strong bones and teeth. So vitamin D help us to use the calcium for the formation of strong bones and the teeth. From where do we get this vitamin D? We get vitamin D from milk, butter, green vegetable, and sunlight. So that was of vitamin D. Now let's see about different minerals. There are different minerals. Minerals are also required in small quantities. Yeah, in small quantities we require these minerals. Minerals include sodium, calcium, potassium, iodine, and phosphorus. Why do we need these minerals? They are useful for the growth and to maintain the good health. In the picture you can see calcium, magnesium, iron, potassium, zinc, calcium. Even we get the phosphorus from banana and the milk, right? Even you can get sources of iron from apple, then from calcium also you can see different pictures are there. So these are some minerals which are very useful for our body, for the growth and to maintain health. Now the next one, components of food. That's dietary fibers. In the picture you can see about the dietary fibers or roughage and the water. So it is mainly provided by the plant product. Okay, it is dietary fibers we get from the plant product. Whole grains and pulses, potatoes, fresh fruits and vegetables. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Okay, they are also known as roughage. It doesn't provide any nutrients to our body. These dietary fibers, they don't provide any nutrients to our body, but it is very helpful to our body to get rid of undigested food. Why this roughage or the dietary fibers? See, dietary fiber are also known as roughage. Why then they don't provide us any nutrients? Then how they are useful to us? They are very useful to us to get rid of undigested food. જે ફૂડ આપણા બોડીમાં ડાયજેસ્ટ ના થયું હોય એને રિમૂવ કરવા માટે these roughage or the dietary fibers are very useful to us. There we get dietary fibers from whole grains, pulses, potatoes, vegetables or fresh fruits. Is it clear, dear students? Now we shall see about the components of food. The next component of food, that's of water. Yeah, water, that we know, everybody very clear with this water, right? Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients. What is the use of this water? That helps our body to absorb the nutrients from the food. It also helps in throwing out some waste from the body as urine and sweat. Yeah, it also helps in throwing out, to remove the unwanted, wasteful things in our body, right, from the body as urine and sweat. So water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. It also helps in throwing some waste from body as urine and sweat. Now we have studied these different components of food. There are different, we have carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, roughage and water we have seen. Now let's move towards the next topic, important topic, which you have studied in 5th standard, my dear students. You have studied this topic in 5th standard. What is balanced diet? You have studied, all right? You have studied this. What is balanced diet? In simple language, if we say balanced diet, it means a diet which contains right amounts of all essential components of food which are needed for our body, along with the roughage and water, is called balanced diet. So a diet, a dish, right, which contains right amount of all essential components of food. But the essential component, all the components of food should be there in our diet, which are needed for our body, along with roughage and water also should be there, is called a balanced diet. It depends on the how the diet should be. Our diet depend hoy. Our diet depends on the age of a person. On the age of a person, the diet differs from age of a person. Even also diet differs on the basis of the occupation and amount of physical work done by a person. So a diet which contains right amount of all essential components of food which are needed for our body, along with the roughage and the water, is called balanced diet. It depends on the age of a person, occupation and amount of physical work done by a person. So this is about the balanced diet. One thing also, dear students, when our mama used to clean the fruits and vegetables, and when they boil sometimes, so something is gone from that. It means the loss of nutrients in food. Loss of nutrients in the food. So food mathi nutrients kevi રીતે જતું રહે છે. Vegetables and fruits contain the nutrients just below their surface. We know vegetables and fruit contains the nutrients kya hoy, just below their surface. If these are washed after cutting, if they are washed after cutting or peeling, take the example of, suppose if you are taking the apple. If you peel the apple, peel means ઉપરની છાલ ઉતાર દો અને તમે પછી એને wash કરો. If you afterward if you wash, then is what's the need of that? Most of the vitamins and the other nutrients elements are lost then, right? If they are washed after cutting or peeling, most vitamins and other nutrients elements are lost. Some wasteful pre-cooking practices, washing rice and pulses repeatedly and thick peeling of vegetables also lead to the loss of nutrients and food. Cooking of food is another practice that it may lead to the loss of nutrients if overdone. Cooking, વારંવાર તમે એક ને એક રસોઈ કરો, right? Suppose if you have cooked one food, again if the same food, again if you are boiling, again you are cooking, then what will happen then? Nutrients may go from that. For example, vitamin C gets destroyed during cooking. Vitamin C gets destroyed during cooking. Is that clear, dear students? Now let's see the next topic. This was the balanced diet. Now we are going to next topic, that is the deficiency diseases. Deficiency disease. What is the meaning of deficiency disease? First of all, we will see deficiency. When a person gets the food that does not contain a particular nutrients over a long period of time, then the person may suffer from its deficiency. Suppose we get the food, we used to eat a lot of food, but what happens? We eat sometime daily the same kind of food, so we don't get different kinds of nutrients or the proteins, nutrients which are required for the body. એક ને એક ફૂડ ખાઈએ, રાઈટ, તો શું થવાનું? Will not get the other protein, other components of the food. When a person gets the food that does not contain a particular nutrients for a long period of time, then the person may suffer from its deficiency. એટલે એનામાં શું થાય? અચ્છા, deficiency એટલે એનામાં ઘટતું હોય, right? Deficiency. And the diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period are known as deficiency disease. Deficiency એટલે જુદું, deficiency disease means also another topic. Okay, so શું થાય છે કે disease that occur due to the lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency disease. Not enough proteins, person may likely to have stunned. Yeah, not enough protein. Person may likely, if you don't have enough protein, તો તમને શું થાય? If you don't have enough protein, person may likely to have stunned the growth, development. The growth will not go on, continue. Swelling of face, yeah, swelling of face, and discoloration of hair. The color of the hair will be changed if you don't have enough protein. The skin disease will be occur. Different disorders will be there in the body. If diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and the proteins, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin and may not even be able to move. So suppose if you don't have carbohydrates and the proteins in your diet, what will happen to you then? The growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin, dubla patla ho jayega, and may not even be able to move. Yes, dear students, right, very good. You can give the answer that way. That's good, Shingala. So deficiency disease, now you got the answer. Then what happens? What are the different disease occurs, right? If there is a deficiency, like deficiency meaning શું હતું? થોડું આપણામાં ઓછું છે, right? Suppose if you don't have vitamin A, there is a deficiency of vitamin A in your body. What happens? Night blindness. What occur? Night blindness. What are the symptoms of night blindness then? Yeah, poor vision will be there, loss of vision in darkness. Sometimes complete loss of the vision will be there. So due to the deficiency of vitamin A, there may be the chances of night blindness. Is it clear, dear students? So you should have all the components of food in your diet. Let's move towards the next deficiency. That's on the screen. You can see in the picture vitamin B1. If you have a deficiency of vitamin B1, disease cause that is beriberi. Yeah, you can see the picture how it occurs, right? This disease, that beriberi. What are the symptoms? How can you get the idea? There is a lack of deficiency of vitamin B in the body. Symptoms શું છે beriberi na? Weak muscles, yeah, and very little energy to do work. You don't have energy to do work. Yeah, now the next you can see about vitamin C, deficiency of vitamin C. If you have lack ઓછું કે deficiency of vitamin C is not there in your body, which disease may occur? Scurvy may occur. એના symptoms કયા છે? Yeah, bleeding gums, ગુજરાતીમાં કે પેઢું કહીએ. In the picture you can see easily there the gum bleeding, એટલે કે લોહી નીકળે ગમમાંથી, right? So if vitamin C is not there, it may occur scurvy. And now next we will see deficiency of vitamin D. If there is a deficiency of vitamin D in your body, disease occur is rickets. Yeah, in the picture, dear students, you can see what happens if disease ricket occurs to us, right? What will be the position of the leg? Yeah, see what are the symptoms? Bones, and the bones are bent and brittle, easily break થઈ જાય, એવા થઈ જાય, right? Brittle substance, which you have studied in your third standard, I think. Brittle substance. The bones are bent and brittle. Yeah, Singala, that's right. Deficiency of vitamin D occurs to rickets. Thank you for your comment in the live chat. Yeah, now we have seen about the vitamins. Now let's move towards the minerals. એવું તો ને, we have studied about the minerals. તો આપણામાં minerals ઓછા હોય તો પણ કંઈક થાય આપણને, right? Suppose mineral iodine. Suppose iodine is less, there is a deficiency of iodine in our body. Which disease may occur? Goiter. Yeah, you can see in the picture, goiter. What are the symptoms of the goiter? Enlarged thyroid gland in neck, and mental disability in the children. There may be sometime mental disability in the children. That was about the iodine. If deficiency of iron is less in your body, deficiency of iron, then which disease may occur? Anemia may occur. And the symptoms શું છે એનું? Weakness. See, two hands I have shown you. First hand is you can see that is a red color. That's of a disease. If the lack of mineral iron is there, anemia, right? Weakness will be there. You can see the weakness in the body. So we have seen about the deficiency of minerals also. So now dear students, on the screen you may be seeing self-evaluation. There is nobody will give answer now, okay? No answers I want from your part now. That's your work, a self-evaluation work. That's a self-evaluation work. Okay dear students, so you might have enjoyed this, and you might have seen a slide of self-evaluation work. So that self-evaluation work is for you. You have to do the work. It's not a homework, okay? Keep one thing in mind. It's not a homework. That's a self-evaluation work. Starting of the lecture, I have told you that we should always evaluate ourselves. अपनी जात ने हमेशा evaluate करता रहो, right? Whatever we have seen something, whatever we have studied something, how much we got from that. All the answers you will be getting from the video. You can just go through the video. Once again you can see the video. Easily you will get all the answers, and that is a self-evaluation work for you. You can submit your self-evaluation work me through social media, and most of you are sending me the good all the works which I am giving to you. That's a good interest from your part. And one most important work I am giving to you, that's think a creative idea how to show the different components of food. Project balanced diet. Make a project in your way by taking the things from your home only. Don't go out, don't disturb your parents. It is a project work to self-evaluate yourself. Okay dear students, and always keep one thing in mind. Whenever you go out, wear a mask. Keep social distancing. Yeah, when you come back home, wash your hands properly, and always share the knowledge with your friends, and inform your friends whenever we are having the live lecture. You can inform anybody. It's open to any of the school, or even everywhere in the world. It's open, right? It's for anybody. Okay dear students, we'll meet later after 2 or 3 days for standard 6. Bye bye.